Hey everyone, I'm here with a KARLAS001 project. It is a birthday card that I created using the KaiserCraft Madame Boutique line. So I tried to use up some of the 12 by 12 paper scraps that I had from my Remember When design team project. And so I made a happy birthday card. This is the envelope, and I made it a little bit grungy, and I crumpled up the envelope. I had to, I actually took this apart to distress everything and distress ink everything, and then I put it back together because I had to make it a tiny bit bigger to fit the card in. But let me show you the front. So what I did is I took my KaiserCraft stamp. It's this stamp. It's called the Parade. It's KaiserCraft Parade stamp, and I used perfect medium with the clear embossing powder, and then I took my distress inks, which I used Evergreen Bow or Bow or whatever, and Walnut Stain to get this color on the background. And then I took one of the KaiserCraft Madame Boutique die cut shapes, and I distressed the edges. And I love using this little tool that I've had in a distressing and Making Memories distressing toolkit. That when I was unpacking when I moved last year, I found this and I love it. So it's got a little blade inside, and you just run it along, and it distresses the edges, and I just like that look. So that's what I did to the heart, and then I took another piece from the die cut pieces, and it's like a ruler. It looks like these. So there's different colors, and I just cut on the edges to make it look like a banner. And then I took the little letter pieces that came on this 12 by 12 sheet from the Madame Boutique line, and I used glossy accents on them, and I let them dry overnight. There's a spider web there from my glue gun. I just put them on my craft mat, and then I did glossy accents, and then I let them dry overnight and all day while I was at work, and then I just actually glue gunned them on. It just says happy birthday. So that's my envelope, and then I'm going to show you the card. And the card, this is the front, and the background paper I used is from the 6x6 pad of paper. And it is, let me see if I can find it really quickly. Oh, where'd it go? It's this one, and it kind of has this, like, it's embossed on it, and it's got this shiny look to it. So I use that as the background. This is one of the die cut shapes, and what I did is I used the Rock Candy Crackle paint over it. And then I took some of the light brown pleated trim from Karla's store, and I made a flower by just punching out a circle. I think it was a 1-inch circle, and then I just kept going around. I started at the edge and kept going around until it got to the center. And so it made this flower. And then I took some of the three pearl drop trim, and I went around the inside of the flower, the pleated flower, and then I took Karla's. Let's see, Karla has these mulberry flowers that are white, and I took the distress ink and just kind of daubed it on it, and so it has that, like, it got a little bit of that color. And then I used some of my wheat sprays, and what I did is I actually, put the wheat spray here. What I did is I used these 3-toned, they're kind of like, I think they're turquoise. Let me just grab it out of here really quickly. It's these like turquoise 3-toned wheat sprays. And what I did is I actually made like a crest. So you can't see because there's, oh, there you can see it in there. I made like a crest, so that it goes like this. And because I wanted it to go completely around, up, I wanted it to go up here. There was a little bit of space what I did is I just took the wire and I wrapped it around, and there was a little bit of space. And then I took about up to here, I cut it, or probably up to here, I cut it on 2 different ones, and then I filled in the space to make a crest. So if I didn't have, let me just show you, oh, if I pull this down, if this wasn't covering it up, it would look like this. So that it was like a crest that went around the flower and along the oval die cut shape. I ended up covering it with this little saying with this quote that says, memory is a way of holding on to the things you love, the things you are, the things you never want to lose. So, so then I had it at the top, and I changed my mind, and I put it down here. I put a little bit of my dollar bling there, and then above here, I took the Prima, some of the Prima trim that I'd use on my room number 1 layout, and it had already been cut in half, so I just took some of it and I put it at the top, and I just used score tape and I folded it over. And I decided to do that because the card, it was starting to rip right here, so I wanted something to enforce the card so that it wouldn't rip. So that is the front. And then in the inside, I just took some cardstock and lined it here. I tore some paper, used some of my leftover 12 by 12 paper, and then I just used a die cut shape here and here, and I distress inked it. And then for this I used my Movers and Shakers mini sewing room die, and I die cut it out onto the this rose trim. So it turned out really pretty. I really like the way it turned out. And so and then I took the remaining pieces that I had cut off the wheat spray, and I put it down here with another mulberry flower. So that's the inside. This side, this area I wanted to be blank so I can write. I'm going to be giving it to somebody soon, so I'm going to write my little saying here, or my thoughts there. And then on the back is just a piece of cardstock and my little TVG stamps. So that's my little happy birthday card, my little vintagey happy birthday card. I hope you guys like. Coming up are some pictures, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.